devil is really testing. It's really testing me today. I'm not gonna let that nigga win. But hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to start off by thanking everybody who watched my last video, who subscribed, who liked, who left a comment, who shared. It means a lot to me. That video was just something I did in the heat of the moment. It was a lot of verbal diarrhea, but I feel like I got my point across. And yeah, I've been having some technical difficulties, so man's been a bit frustrated. You get me? But we move. I'm not gonna let any technical difficulties kind of stop me. So let's get into what I have for y'all today. And today we will be discussing Aaron Pierre's casting in the Lantern series. So I will be coming at this conversation from what I feel is a nuanced place, because I want to start off, actually, I was going to say I want to start off by saying I'm an Aaron Pierre fan. But yeah, I'm an Aaron Pierre fan, so like I do have that bias. I do want to see him win, and it is exciting seeing that casting for him, because it is a big deal. It's a major property, and he gets to play what from the breakdown does look like he's playing the main character. So I do love seeing Black people win. I am also coming at this from someone who is obviously light-skinned. I'm of a fairer hue. I'm also African, so like my perspective of colorism is colored by my experiences growing up in Nigeria. I'm also a DC fan. I've been for as long as I can remember, honestly. The animated Justice League cartoon, Batman Brave and the Bold. They are, well, I'm just DC properties, but like I have enjoyed a lot of cartoons and video games from DC. And not just DC, Marvel as well, but like, yeah. And someone who's assigned male at birth, because as an AMAB, like colorism interacts with people like me a little bit differently. And I did record this earlier, and I ran into some technical difficulties, and I saw something interesting that I'm kind of happy I get to like include in my video now, which is the difference in how colorism affects men versus women. How darker skinned women are viewed as undesirable under colorism, but the inverse tends to be true for men or AMABs, which is a sentiment I don't necessarily fully agree with. Like I understand that darker skinned men are viewed as more masculine under colorism, and light skinned men are portrayed as soft and emotional and all of that. But I still do think that globally, fair skin is viewed as more attractive. And I can use a little bit of an anecdote from my own personal life where people have like complimented me saying I'm handsome, but it's like an aesthetics because I'm light skinned. It's almost like if my skin was darker, they wouldn't feel that I was still a handsome person. So, Aaron Pierre recently shot to prominence and wide recognition over his performance in Rebel Ridge, which is an amazing, amazing movie. I might watch it again for like date night or something. And it was an amazing movie, and I feel like that's what it's not just I feel like that is definitely what put him in the conversation to play John Stewart. Now, John Stewart is a Green Lantern. There are many Green Lanterns. He was the first Black Green Lantern. There are other POCs. Shorty's Afro Latina. There's an Afro Latina Green Lantern, but he's the first Black Green Lantern. And in every single iteration of the John Stewart character, it has been a person who is chocolate. Now, y'all may not say he dark skinned, but that nigga chocolate, right? And Aaron Pierre is not that. And I've seen a lot of people say that it's perfect casting, black, white, every race under the sun, to be honest. And I have conflicting feelings. Like I said, I am happy for Aaron. I'm happy he gets work because I think he's a brilliant, brilliant actor. He is handsome as hell, talented in the acting realm, and he is built like a truck. And if you've seen like this, I think he would fit, like he fits the stature of John Stewart. He would have been perfect if it wasn't for his skin tone. And that is really what it is for me. I've seen people say that this isn't colorist of Hollywood to cast a lighter skinned man to play a character who has been chocolate in every single iteration of him. I've seen people try to say that that's not the case, but it really is the case. Like comic books, video games, television, animation, he has been chocolate everywhere. Anybody telling you anything different is a lie. And this is a trend that Hollywood has been doing. Let's not forget how Halle Berry and Alexandra Shipp, two light-skinned women playing Storm. And Storm is another character who is chocolate. And it really does feel like, and not even just that, it feels like whenever Hollywood wants to cast a black person for a role, and this is no shade, it feels like they are quick to run to a Zendaya, to a Yara Shahidi, to someone who is honestly closer to my skin tone, for keeping it a book. Which is why I think like Black Panther was such a moment in Hollywood, because it was one of the first times, I think it was the first time since Roots, to be honest, that a major film production had unambiguously black people. And not just unambiguously black people, because I feel like I'm unambiguously black. I don't care what you say. But unambiguously black people, but like also darker skinned black people. Chadwick Boseman, Lupita Nyong'o, Daniel Kaluuya, what's Okoye's real name? Denai Guerrera, yeah. There were so many, Florence Kasumbo, like there were so many just beautiful, dark-skinned, chocolate people on screen. And this, I feel, was like a missed opportunity for DC. Again, I'm saying the only thing that I feel really discounts Aaron Pierre from this is the fact that he's light-skinned. I do give him some accountability for the fact that he accepted the role. Like, I'm not absolving him of responsibility in that arena. Like, he made the choice to audition, accepted the role. If I wouldn't fault him for that too much though, because like, hey, if you're trying to feed his family and like make it as an actor, this is definitely like a move that makes sense for that. Now, personally though, I do think that this has made the journey for the DC of it all a lot harder, because I'm not a James Gunn fan. I have never liked, I think the only movie of his that I somewhat enjoyed was Saltburn. Other than that, I didn't like any of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I don't find him to be funny. As a director, I find um I don't want to say anything mean. Directing is, I would say, one of his stronger suits. I think he's a horrible writer, but like that is neither here nor there at this point. Thankfully, he's not working on um, the Lantern series, as far as I know so far. But he essentially is like the. I think he's is he the executive producer? He's basically what Kevin Feige is for Marvel for DC. And now, because of this casting and the weird storyline that it seems like they're taking for the Lantern series, um, they're already operating at a deficit. They're going to need to stick everything. Like the directing needs to be good, the acting needs to be good, CGI needs to be good, the um, script obviously needs to be good. And right now, like how social media works, essentially, there are multiple stories, and at any given point in time, someone could frame an event differently based on other events that's happened in the past. And already, this is a strike against DC, in my opinion. They don't have the best track record with their media. I don't think that's controversial at all to say. But with this, which I feel like is a misstep, it has really, really upset a lot of fans. And some fans are really, really happy. And if I am being honest with y'all, I will be watching that series. Do not get it twisted. I'm watching Aaron Pierre. And I may be part of the problem because I will still watch it. Like, I just wish that people were more like honest about the fact that, excuse me, Aaron Pierre does not look like John Stewart. And there are many darker skinned actors who are capable of playing that role, I believe. Because I do not think, this is no shit at Aaron Pierre. I doubt that his performance was so amazing that a darker skinned actor could not replicate or like come close. Because it's like me playing T'Challa, for example. I am too light skinned for that. Doesn't matter the fact that I'm African. Doesn't matter the fact that that T'Challa, Black Panther, is my favorite superhero of all time. It doesn't matter how connected I feel to the character. I think that when it comes to not just representation, but like an adaptation, and that you pay not just homage, but like you be honest in how you are translating this character from one medium to another. It would be one thing if it was a character that has like a mantle that like shifts from person to person, and now this person is slightly different. But like, for example, like Selena Kyle, for example. Selena Kyle has been a white woman, she's been a Latina, she's been Afro-Latina. Like, that is slightly like a different situation. But John Stewart has been black from jump, and he has been unambiguously chocolate. So with this now, it does kind of feel like Hollywood views black people as interchangeable. Like, oh, they should be happy. It feels like, oh, y'all should just be happy that we're making a black like character. Like they've done Green Lantern before in the movies. Ryan Reynolds would talk shit about that movie himself, but they didn't stick the landing there. So it feels odd to me that at this go around they would still make the same well, not the same mistake. I haven't seen the series yet. Hasn't even begun filming yet. But this, like I said earlier, it's already a misstep. It's already like an unforced error, if you get what I'm saying. But like I said, you got a lot of time before this comes out. They haven't even begun shooting yet. So fingers crossed that Aaron Pierre doesn't get cancelled. I don't think he's gonna get cancelled for this, to be honest. I don't think he said anything or done anything that would necessarily justify cancellation. I don't believe in cancellation. Kanye West is still running around these streets. People still stream his music. There are still like Tekashi 69 fans out here in these streets. Elon Musk is literally running Twitter into the ground. People do not get cancelled. Let's be so for real. I don't think that this is enough to like cancel Aaron Pierre or anybody like associated with the show. I think that it's an unforced error on the part of casting. So many things are like that makes people not right for the role, and part of that is how you look. And I think that's pretty much the only thing that is working against Aaron Pierre. Because if you've seen him in Rebel Ridge, you could easily see him as John Stewart. It's easy. But yeah, Hollywood tends to do this. They would take a character that is historically dark-skinned or chocolatey and find the beigest of people to play that person. In cinema, it's happened so many times. I already give 2 examples. They've done it with Storm twice. If they do this with Storm again, Marvel better not even try me, because I've made my points. I hope y'all liked the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if I'm being whatever. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know why too. But essentially, that's just it. Like, thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Really help a brother out. Comment, subscribe. Got a lot of stuff coming for you in the future, but I also want to hear from y'all. Let me know what you want to see me do. And just be kind to one another. You know, it costs nothing to be kind. Drink some water, love on your peoples.